So it's been about 2 weeks since I first got the Keychron K4 keyboard, which is this right here. And so I just want to give kind of quick feedback on my first impressions with this thing. And I really like it a lot. It's pretty cool. It's solid build, it's wired, wireless, you can connect it, it's very flexible. You can just plug in the cable, hook it up, and it plugs in immediately. It's easy with like the switch to turn on and off, so you don't like kill the battery on it. And then like overall the sound of it is pretty good. The keys are solid where like you get immediate feedback, it bounces right back up, and I find it very useful to use on a regular basis. So I just want to do a quick video on that, and I want to just kind of show you some features with the light features, because there's multiple patterns on that are pretty interesting to see now that I know more about the keyboard. And then as I show you that, I'm going to walk you through some kind of things I've noticed that I kind of don't like about it with the layout, just based on my personal experience so far. So I'm going to set up the camera and I'll show you the light patterns and kind of a couple things with this. Okay, so here's the keyboard. What I want to do is kind of walk through the different light patterns on it. So what I'll do is first turn it off, and then we'll turn it back on. And I think the best option is to turn off the lights, so I'm going to do that real quick. Sorry, turn off all my lights. Alright, so now it's kind of pitch black. What we'll do is we'll do about 15 seconds at each of the different settings. So what you do is you go to the top right button here and then just click it, and it'll go through the different settings. So this is one. Okay. This is 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. For some of these you need to, sorry, I'll show you the feature. So this is 10, so if you click it, it kind of stays in. So if you click multiple, as you're typing, it activates the key and then it'll kind of fade out. I actually stay on this one a lot of the time, just because it's like less, not obnoxious, but less like distracting at times when you're typing. So it's pretty convenient. So that was 10. This is 11. I believe this one is just the full keyboard. Yeah, completely lit up. This is 12. This is 13. Similar. This is where it actually, you press the button and then it basically lights the whole keyboard every time you strike a key, which is pretty cool. Kind of like this wave function. I think this is 13 or 14, I think. Similar, this is kind of, you press the key and it does the horizontal line for that. And then there's another one that's for kind of the whole keyboard. So as you're typing, it kind of goes like that. And that's the full keyboard. This one. I lost count of the number of different ones, but we'll just show you all of them. It's like that vertical pattern. I think we cycled through all of them at this point. Yeah, that's all of them. So, yeah, that's that one. I thought there was a... That's that one. I thought there was a vertical one like this. Oh, I guess it's this one. Yeah, so that's all of them. I really like the keyboard a lot. I keep it on kind of this setting the majority of the time, and then occasionally I'll do like this one, just because I like the response of the keys when I'm typing. It's kind of useful, but I find like I haven't used any of these other kind of pattern ones. I think they're sitting the keyboard at rest might be cool to have that way, but if you're working on it, it might be distracting just because it's constantly changing, and if you look at it, it's distracting. Overall, kind of my review of the keyboard, look at something less distracting. Essentially, it's really useful. The keys are very useful, especially because I recently got this larger ultra-wide monitor. So I've got this keyboard set up with the rectangle app so that I can use my monitor immediately with a numpad to change the screen. I'm gonna do a video on this to kind of show how I set up my monitor for Mac with the screen settings with this keyboard, and I'll try to do that. But I really like this thing a lot. The one thing is, I think the 96% layout, I'm having issues for some reason, like 3 and 4. Every time I type that now, I mess it up. And for some reason, I think it's like F and D. I haven't adjusted to that because I think it's my fingers are slid over a little bit. So it's a little bit tight on my fingers on the left hand here for some reason. Otherwise, I haven't noticed any typos with anything else at this point. But it's a pretty good keyboard. I definitely would purchase it again. I like it a lot so far. But I want to show you those light features and kind of my general view of it so far. If you have any questions, definitely comment, and then I'm happy to answer anything you have at this time. Thanks.